This growth lab is majority meant for independent artists and their teams, right? So if you make music, you're on someone's team who makes music, you want to start making music, you want to get to a record label, maybe you even want to be a marketer, and maybe you are marketers here to steal my sauce, right? So this was going on. This is who I made this for, right? Majority independent artists, but everybody involved in music who wants to push records is welcome, right? Who's this not for? This might not work out for you if you're a producer. This might not be exactly what you need to hear. If you're a videographer, if you're an engineer, this might not exactly be what you're looking for, right? But if you make music or you represent somebody who makes music, then this is exactly what you need to hear right now, going into 2025, to get your strategy right, to get yourself moving, and to really grow with purpose and with intention, right? So let's talk about it. Let's move to the next slide. So it's a little breakdown for you guys of what's going on, right? So if you guys still having issues with the audio, also let me know in the chat real quick. But so real quick, this is what's gonna be happening today in the growth lab, right? First and foremost, I'm gonna ask you a question. Have you guys ever been to an online event like this before? How many of you guys have ever been to something like this, like an online concert, online, not concert, sorry, online conference, right? A webinar, a free training, something along these lines. You guys ever been? Oh, yeah, yes, I have. No. Oh, okay, so got a few people who haven't, right? So for full transparency, I'm gonna tell you guys exactly why I'm here today and why I'm doing this, right? So my main goal for today is to give you guys, number one, so much free game that you guys can walk away, and everything that I teach you guys, I want you guys to be able to do this yourself. I want you to walk away from this and be like, yo, Max gave me so much game and knowledge just now. There's nothing I can't do when it comes to what he's preaching, when it comes to my music marketing, right? So that's my main purpose. That's the main value for you guys, right? But we all know when it comes to this, as an artist, you guys are wearing so many hats. Some of you guys are producing, some of you guys are rapping, singing, some of you guys make lo-fi, whatever you guys are making. And you guys gotta do the videos, you guys gotta make the music, you guys gotta market yourself, you guys gotta post on social media. You guys have so many different hats on, right? So we all know when it comes to applying this knowledge, some of you guys are gonna want some assistance, right? So at the end of the presentation, I'm gonna offer you guys an opportunity to take a faster route with 10 times more leverage and with support from yours truly and my team, right? So whether you take it or not, I want everyone to leave here with a whole new perspective on marketing, with a whole new game plan, a whole new mindset, right? But let me know if that sounds fair to you guys. Let me know if you guys are tracking, you guys are on the same page as me, and that makes sense. Let me know in the chat. Tracy Lamont gave us a thumbs up. Holy Chica said, let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. Yes. Okay. That's it. That's lit. But I need to hear. I'm getting a lot of thumbs ups right now, right? Lionel said the content is fire. Appreciate you, bro. Scroll down for that a little bit. Go back to that slide. Go down a little bit, right? So let's go over what's going to happen, right? So first, I'm going to do a quick introduction about myself, right? Next, I'm going to run through some case studies and shit that we had done, right? I'm talking about the real problem that artists that you are facing every day, right? And then we're going to do contest draw number one, right? So you guys know, if you guys enter the WhatsApp group, you guys already are in the contest, right? So we're going to be announcing the winners of the contest live today on the call, right? We're going to be doing them one by one at different times throughout the event, right? So be sure to stick around to the end, because if you get called for your prize and we call you and you're not here to claim it, unfortunately, you're going to forfeit it and we have to give it to somebody else, right? So make sure you tune in and stay to the end so you can get your prize if you call your name, right? So what's happening after that? So after we do the first contest draw, right, we're going to talk about the meat and potatoes. We're going to get into the game. I'm going to tell you guys about narrative and perception, right? Those are the two first letters of the NPMR flow, right? Then we're going to do another draw, right? And after that, we're going to talk about maximize and retention, the MR of the NPMR flow, right? Then we're going to do another contest draw. And finally, I got some special bonuses for you guys. Feel me? Got some special bonuses for you guys, and I got a surprise contest at the end. That everybody here is gonna have a chance to be a part of, right? So let's do it, man. Let's go next, right? So let's talk about me for a sec. Let's talk about me. I'm gonna put this up a little bit, right? So who am I, and why should you guys listen to me, right? So first and foremost, I got my start in my career as a music marketing and executive. Now I also am consider myself a music community executive, right? Because we're moving toward direct to fan, right? And I specialize in marketing, management, and direct to fan monetization, where you can, make money directly from your fans. So if you guys are in the music industry, you guys have most likely heard that, especially if if you consume a lot of music industry content, right? So another thing about me that you guys should know is that I actually used to be an artist like you. How many of you guys knew I used to be an artist and I used to rap? How many of you guys knew that? Let me know in the chat. A lot of you guys have been following me for a while who's in here right now. So you guys let me know if you guys know I used to rap. Ozinga said it looks like it. Startup hustle. Oh, that's my boy, Ricky. Yes, sir. Okay, a few people didn't. A few people do. Yeah, man. Oh, you ain't getting the freestyle. How was last time we want the freestyle? It ain't happening. Well, I don't got it no more. I don't got it. The music is gone. It's not available, right? And all of that. So some people still hear that we're playing a song in the background. I don't know. We stopped playing the song a minute ago. If any of you guys are hearing the song playing, let me know. But we stopped playing the music a long time ago. But yeah. So yeah, I used to make music, right? So I know what you guys are going through. I've been there, and I respect the struggle. I respect the struggle so much. So that's why I'm doing what I do, right? So before we get too serious and dive into too much details and get into the strategy and shit, I'm gonna show you guys a embarrassing photo of me so we can break the ice. Go to the next slide. Look at this guy. I don't know who that guy thinks he is. I don't know what kind of outfit he was wearing. Y'all rate my outfit from 1 to 10 in the chat. But this is me when I was 13 years old, man. And this when I got my first taste of music. This when I got my first taste of being in the music, not even in the music industry, but just working around music, right? So basically, my uncle Buck, my mom's twin brother, he was rapping. He had a whole rap group called Family Ties Entertainment. You know what I mean? And what happened was, at that time, he decided he was transitioning from music. Oh, my dog said 10 out of 10 outfit. Let's go. Right. When he was transitioning from music, right? So he actually had a whole studio set up. And he just came to my house when I was 13, 14. He gave it to me. He gave me a computer with Cubase and Fruity Loops. We call FL Studio. We used to call that Fruity Loops. Yeah, I'm a little old. I'm 28. And then he gave me a mic, an audio technical mic with a mic stand. And then he taught me how to engineer, taught me how to produce. And I started rapping and making beats, man. How many of you guys? Yeah, the AT2020. That's it. That's the mic. How many of you guys remember Cubase and Fruity Loops? How many of you guys were around from that era, right? But since then, I tried pretty much every lane of music, man. Every lane, and from production to DJing, promoting, engineering, you name it, man. Oh, so we got some OGs in here. We got some people who remember those days. Tracy DeMont said he was both. Let's go. Yeah, man. So that's a little bit about that. So let's move on to the next slide. So I told you guys I was a rapper, but that didn't mean I was good at it. That did not mean I was successful at it. I was actually a very unsuccessful rapper, right? So I was making music for a long time before I got the confidence and the budget to put out a little bit of music. So I first started putting out some music in around 2017, 18, right? And it wasn't really working for me. And so that was the reason why I was constantly studying the game, trying to find out the secret to how can I blow up as an artist? How can I make it? How can I really actually create a substantial career out of this, right? So I put out a good amount of music. I didn't really get no success. And at that time, I hit what I thought was rock bottom. I thought I was done. I thought I was finished, And at that point, I decided to take the knowledge I was learning about marketing myself and start applying it to creating a career for myself. Because, honestly, I feel like my personality was more suited to it. if I felt like rapping and being an artist was my destiny, I would pursue it 100%. But someone was calling me to be an exec. So I started that 2017, 18, and I transitioned around. Sorry, I started that around 2018, 19. I made that transition, right? So now 2025 coming up, marks 6 years in the game, right? And as an exec, as a marketer, right, in management, and it's been amazing, bro. I've done a lot of dope things. Started making content in 2022. Grew my following using the same content strategies that I've been teaching. I rode that TikTok wave. And since then, bro, I worked with a lot of dope people, done a lot of dope things, right? So let's keep going, right? So I wanna explain real quick to you guys a few mistakes that I made along the way as an artist, right? So some things that I did wrong. I was following other people who I was looking at other artists, right? Artists who weren't like me, didn't have the same brand as me, and didn't have the same opportunities as I did, right? And I was looking at what they were doing and thinking I should just do exactly what they do, right? And my mistake was that I didn't actually know what they were doing behind the scenes. I could only see what they were showing. So I assumed I knew what they were doing to make it, but I didn't, right? And that was one of my major mistakes. So I put out a few music videos. I posted about them on my Instagram. I posted about them on Snapchat. I paid a couple Instagram blogs just to say that, oh, song out now. And I thought something was gonna happen, but nothing happened. Right? I went through a lot of struggles. I went through struggles of videographers holding my content for months. I can't put out my music video because the videographer's taking 3 months to edit it. How many of you guys have been through that, by the way? Having trouble getting your content from a videographer, right? Um, you know, I was getting overcharged by video girls who wanted to be in my video, and it just wasn't hitting for me, man. Oh man, y'all know the struggle waiting for that video back from that videographer. Josh said that's the worst wait ever. I'm telling you, you paid umpteen amount of money for the video, and now you're just sitting there just waiting. But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. So I went through a lot of mistakes. I used to get excited about getting 1,000 views, right, on a video, which obviously we know that's not nothing, but man, so that was some of my struggles as an artist. But let's keep it rocking. Let's keep it rocking. So now, as a music executive, some people still can't hear. That's so strange that some people can hear, but some people can't hear. That's weird, huh? Man, I wish I had captions on here. Let me try this. Is this better? Is this better? Let me know if this is better. Is this better? Okay. So hit CC at the bottom and you get some captions. So y'all can turn on captions if you're having audio issues. I did this some on my mic. Hopefully it's working better. I'm trying to stay close and keep snug, But yeah, right beside the camera button, there's a CC button, and y'all can get some captions, right? But so yeah, man. So I got a really unique perspective as an exec that I think a lot of you guys could benefit from, whether it's learning from me, whether it's working from me, right? I learned from some of the top execs in the game. When I first got my start into music marketing, I took everybody's course. Brandman Sean, Jared McKee, Entrepreneur, everybody's course. There's umpteen, Andrew Southworth. Everybody who was doing it online at the time, I just took their course. And I learned from all of them. And the best part about it is I took that and I implemented it with artists. I found out what really works, what did it, and I spun it, got my own sauce. I did umpteen amount of research about people who really, 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 really blew up and made it in this industry, like real success stories, and I applied it. So I got a really unique perspective, right? That I feel like you guys could benefit from, right? Yeah, there's a recording after. There's definitely a recording you guys can get for sure, right? So I just feel like compared to a lot of people in my position, my perspective is really different, right? So let's go to the next slide. I want to show you guys this real quick. I want to play this video for me. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that was basically J.R. McKee, a huge music exec, 2-time Grammy winner, and he was giving me a shout out. We were doing a podcast, and he asked me, he's like, "What do you do for artists? How would you tell your artists?" You couldn't hear him. That's okay. I'm not gonna trip about that right now. But he's like, "What do you do for your artists?" And I told him, and I was like, "That's what I do." And he said, "Yo, I co-sign that. Artists, if you need the blueprint, holla at Max." And this man won 2 Grammys. So he did Money Long, Hours and Hours. He got some other Grammys. He worked with French Montana, Rihanna. Man, he worked with too many people to even name. And he said, "Max, you got the blueprint. Everything you just said, I co-sign that." So believe me when I tell you I'm here for you guys' best interest. Let's keep going. Right, so Light Flex. My partners and I, people who I work with in my collective and on my team, we've done some really dope things. So on this journey I've been on, right, myself and my partners have contributed to over 11 billion streams, over 179 Billboard Hot 100 records, over 137 RIAA certifications, right? In full transparency, this is a team of us working on this. This ain't all just, 701 Max, but I've been involved, believe me. And, I'm just really humbled that I would be able to be a part of all these campaigns and lay a hand on them, whatever my task was for that job, So, man, listen, let's keep going. So there's a few, campaigns that were that we got worked on. So Rod Wave the other day hit #1 on his album. We were a part of that. 4 Bats, we laid a hand on that. Shabuzi, we laid a hand on that. Slide. RIAA is a certified gold, platinum, or diamond record, right? And you see me work with an array of genres. We had a hand on the Ice Spice situation with Pink Panthers, right? Melody Martinez and a few other people. So, but I don't want to dwell on that right now because we're here for you. We're here for indie artists like you, right? So what's more important is what we can do for independent artists. So this is an independent artist we work with, right? It was PM Forever, and we got to release the second full-length project ever, only second project, right? And we got some dope results for him. So let's go to the next slide. By the way, we got some merch out. I'm rocking his merch because we're loyal to all our artists. Yeah. So basically, long story short, using the NPMR flow, we crafted an 8-week rollout plan for his tape, right? And we used the NPMR flow to build a narrative, craft his perception, maximize us working, and retain his audience. And it was really, really dope, our results. So let's go next, right? And we'll look at the results. Is the genre specifies all genres? Mozinga, I think something might be wrong with your situation, Mozinga, because everyone else seems to be getting good audio, right? But so in this campaign for PM, this independent artist, just like you guys, right? We collected data for more than 180 core fans, right? Phone numbers for more than 180 core fans. If you get 180 people to spend $100 with you, what's the math on that? It's 18 bands, right? And this is just one campaign that we did that for, right? We got a stream lift over 1,500% during the promotional period, right? Independent artists with an independent budget, right? Not the biggest budget that we were working with, right? And this is also before I partnered with one of the top playlisting companies in North America. We had 0 playlisting. This is all off the marketing strength, right? And the organic, right? And why I show this is because ultimately this led to him actually being offered a distribution deal from United Masters, which is amazing, right? So let me know in the last time I put out a what kind of promo ads. No, it's a mix of everything. We do omni-channel. We don't just do one style of promo. We have to hit all the touch points and all the different areas to make sure that we grow everywhere as a collective. We're not just targeting one thing. So it's more than just ads, but yes, ads is part of it, right? So let's go to the next slide. So let me just make sure you guys are still tracking. So everybody who's still with me, who's still paying attention, who's still locked in, drop some emojis in the chat. Drop some fire emojis in the chat, right? Mo hit. What's a distribution deal? Distribution deal is when an artist signs to a distribution company instead of a record label. The distribution acts like a record label, but they take less percent of the music and let the artist own their masters, and they invest in the artist, marketing, etc. Fire, Cuba, we here. Porrick the Kid, Master Chi, Grind by Faith, Double O Bankroll, Paul Robinson, Young Banks, Soul Chica, Destiny McMillan. Let's go. House Music Lab, Fame Holiday. Yeah, let's go. We still here. We still here. We still here. We still here. Saloy Tunde, we here. Mogad, we here. Kim Edwards, we here. Lloyd Isaac, we here. Can we say this video? I'm gonna send you guys the recording. We here. We here, man. We here. All right, say less. Let's love. You guys are here. So, listen. We came here to talk about my strategy, the NPMR flow. Right? So it starts with the narrative. And then we bring the narrative down and loop over into the perception, right? And then we follow the perception and we loop over into the maximization, and then we go from maximize into retention. I'm not going to give you guys too much details on this slide because I got the whole breakdown for you guys coming up. So let's go to the next one. Actually, wait, go back. Right? So real quick, I want to let you guys know this. What I'm going to teach you guys today is something I've been trying to figure out, what I've been working on since I was 14 years old. I told you guys when I first started music. Right? And this is not something that I just invented and came up with. No, it's something I did research and discovered, right? But what I did was I found the four most crucial steps in the digital age of music, which is today, and I put it in the purest, simplest format anyone can understand, right? And that's what I want to give you guys today, right? So Arthur McMillan said, can you define narrative for dummies? For sure. So narrative is basically a conversation. It's a story. You want people to talk about you. Word of mouth is the most powerful form of marketing because once it starts happening, it's free. So narrative is what we do to inspire that word of mouth by spreading your storyline and by spreading a conversation about you and your music. That's narrative, right? So let's go. So I'll go back. So let me know right now. I don't know if you guys are ready to get started. And for you guys to let me know if you're ready to get started, I want you to drop in the chat and say how long you've been making music for. How long have you been making music for? Drop it in the chat. How long you guys been doing music? 8 years, 2 years, 15, 5, 8 years, 11 plus, 2 years, 7 years, 8 years plus, 7, 3, 4 years, 10 years, 5 years. You guys are OGs. We got the OGs in the cut, huh? Bro, we got the OGs in the cut. Dang, 10 years. Shout out my guy Fame. More hit. Love said, don't do us like that. I'm OG just like you, Love. I've been doing this shit since age 14. I'm 28. 14 to 28, that's 14 years. Yeah, I'm OG just like you. OG. All right, bet. So, right, how many of you guys are suffering from low engagement, low streams, and financial obstacles? How many of you guys are going through that right now? Just drop a me in the chat. How many of you guys are going through that? All of the above. Me. I feel you, P. What? How many of you guys have real talent, amazing music, passion, work ethic, and drive? How many of you guys got that? Drop some me's in the chat. Yup. I believe it. Because you know why I believe it? Because you guys are here. That's why I believe it. Because you're here right now. You're taking action. You're here. You didn't have to be here right now. It's 7 p.m. on a weekday. Some of you guys are in the UK. It's midnight. Some of you guys are in Dubai. I don't know what time it is. Some of you guys are across the other side of the world. I don't know what time it is. I'm in Canada right now. Come on. You guys are here, so I know you guys have that. Right? Slide. So let me ask you a question. Why does this guy have more fans than you? Why does this guy have more fans than you? Polarity. People made him a meme. Not the fish. Young Brinks, he became a viral meme. House Life has a big Rolex. You get the Rolex. You got people ran to go hate. All right, cool. So somebody said the right answer. I didn't read it yet. Chica, solely Chica said the right answer. The only right answer. Because he has a narrative. He has a narrative. He has a narrative. But we'll talk more about that later. So this is some of the problems that artists think they have, right? They think the problem is that they live in the wrong city. They think the problem is that they don't have enough exposure. They think the problem is that they don't have engagement. They think the problem is that they're being shadow banned. They think the problem is that they don't have enough money. They think the problem is that they don't have enough time. They think the problem is that the industry is oversaturated and there's too many people making music. Right? That's what a lot of people think. What the real problem is, let's talk about the real problem. Right? The real problem is that the music and the content is not interesting enough for people to talk about. Right? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how a lot of artists don't know how to control their public image. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how if the song content is working, you move on to the next song instead of maximizing that song, right? Let's talk about how you don't know who your fans are, what their names are, and how to reach them. So you don't have a narrative. You have low perceived value, which means low quality perception. You're not maximizing what's working, and you have no retention system. Right? Come on. So let's talk about what happens when artists don't fix this, right? Make this bigger for me real quick. Let's slide this over. Go back. You press the arrow. Yeah, you gotta come over. Yeah. Go like this. And then you can just drag this. All right. So let's talk about what happens when artists don't fix this. Right? Let's talk about what happens when artists do not fix these problems. Right? The first thing is no one talks about their music with other people. So the artist either fizzles out or has to spend a huge amount of money on marketing to make up for it. For the lack of word of mouth. Right? They grow slowly if they grow at all. Right? Because their brand is inconsistent and the perception is such that no one wants to share and support them publicly, right? They go from song to song, never actually making a song taken to the next level by putting enough energy to it. They're just putting out music aimlessly, right? And they become a leaky bucket. They keep attracting fans on the front end and they fall out the bottom on the back end. They have no way to keep them in the loop, right? So that's a problem that a lot of people suffer from, right? So now that I explained that, right, do you guys feel like any of these things are affecting you? Now that I explained that, let me know in the chat. Indeed. My dog said indeed. Shout out James Bourne. James Bourne. Sound like James Bond. Oh, so let's talk about how you can fix this. Right? So when artists get it right, people talk about their music and they share it with friends. Right? People spread the word quickly and reduce your marketing costs. When you get it right, you grow at a faster rate because the right people are easily gravitating to you because they can recognize your brand and they easily and happily, organically share it with their friends because it makes them look good to share it, right? Right? Artists who get this right consistently level up with less effort because when they have something that works, they ride it out and they let it take them to that next level. They don't just move on to the next thing. They let that song or that content or that narrative take them up like it's supposed to, right? And they build long-lasting relationships with their audience. They continue to pay them long into the future. It's that simple, right? So we got to get this right. You got to get this right. You got to get this right. So as hard as it seems right now to make it in music, and contrary to what a lot of people are telling you right now, this is actually the single best time to be an artist there has ever been, ever, right? Why is that? Number one, me, I'm an online business owner. I'm not just online, I'm a business owner, right? And I do a lot of research about money. And one thing that anybody who knows about money knows is that cash flowing assets are king. So if you own something that pays you every single month without you having to touch it, passive income, that's a wealth hack. Before, when people used to buy CDs, they pay you one time and they own the music. If they never break a CD, they don't pay you again until you drop another album. With streaming, you get paid every month because your songs, they don't own your songs. Your songs are for lease. The people who listen to it, they don't own it. They have to keep paying every month for subscription, and you keep getting your money from your streams. So that means you get paid every single month for something you created only one time. That never used to be true, right? Next. Scroll down a little bit on that. Let me read that. Yeah. Next, bro. Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs. Have you guys ever? Oh, my dog says from Nigeria. Nigeria right now, the music industry is crazy, super opportunity, right? But listen, Goldman Sachs, they dropped the article. I have it here for you guys to read. It's right here. They said right now there is a potential $4.2 billion untapped annual market in music. Untapped. When I mean untapped, it means money that hasn't been got yet. $4.2 billion annually, yearly. Listen, let me tell you guys something. If you get even half of 0.5% of $4.2 billion, your life has changed, bro. Your life has changed. There's never been a better time to get in the music industry. There's never been a better time. But, listen. There's another side. There's another side of the coin that we need to talk about. The cost of failure as an artist. Right? The cost of not succeeding as an artist, right? And actually, I actually hate this slide, honestly. I don't like this slide, but I wasn't going to put it in, but it's honestly, it's a sad reality. So we got to talk about the truth, because that's what I'm here to tell you guys right now, the truth, right? I don't want to sugarcoat shit for you guys, but this is where 90% of independent artists' careers end up, right? You see this guy, we got him here, smiling, driving his truck. We got this guy right here, stressed out at his 9-to-5 corporate job, right? And a lot of people give up their dreams and they pick a 9-to-5 and accept that fate as a regular person. Now, listen, I want to put a disclaimer here. I worked hella 9-to-5s in my life. So a lot of you guys are probably working a 9-to-5 right now, and that's what you need to be doing. That's what you're doing. What I'm saying is that where you want to be forever? No. Is that where you want to be when you're 50 and 60? Probably not. If it is, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not trying to tell you your lifestyle choices are incorrect. I'm not trying to tell you that. What I'm trying to say is that if you're here right now, I don't think that's what you want for your future. If you're on this call right now, I'm assuming it's not what you want the rest of your life to look like. I'm assuming, right? So you guys let me know in the chat. In 10 years, do you want to be 9-to-5, whether you're doing trades, whether you're doing corporate? Is that what you want to do in 10 years? Let me know. Nah. Nope. Heck no. And that's why we're here. And that's why we're here. You feel me? So we want to get this shit right. We got one life to live. We want to get this shit right. Right? So how do we get here? How do we get to this? A stage packed out full of people. How do we get to this? Well, let's talk about it. Take a look at everybody inside this crowd, right? Every single person in this crowd had to discover this artist, Young Thug's music from somewhere, right? Not only did they have to discover it, they had to be impressed by the music and by him as an artist. So how can someone starting from zero, starting from scratch, possibly reach that many people? How? Millions of people, how? Let me hear some guesses in the chat. You guys let me know. You guys let me know in the chat what you guys think. Narrative. Part of it. NPMR flow. This Music Lab, you know something. Talent and exposure. NPMR, my dog Josh knows something. So it's easy. If you look at it from a high level, all the stuff that has to go on in between takes effort, takes strength. But from a high level, it's simple, right? You have to start a wave. You have to start a wave, right? You have to have leverage. Leverage means when you put a small amount of effort into something, pumping the lever, and you lift a heavy amount of weight, right? You got to start a wave using leverage. And every wave starts with what? A simple flow, the NPMR flow. You feel me? You feel me? Okay, we're gonna break it up real quick, man. Man, listen, you guys have been here for a minute. I love you guys right now. I see all you guys are still tapped in, locked in. So we're gonna do something for you guys. We're gonna draw for the first contest winner. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And after we do this, And after we do this, what we're gonna do is get into the business. Get into the business. So just go right here. Yeah, click that. Right. So put it over so you can see. Put it on this side. Pull this on the other side. Yeah. Boom. Right. So what we're gonna do, everybody's in the WhatsApp group. We put your number inside of here. We're gonna spin right now. We're gonna spin right now and see who the winner is for the first contest winner. There's 3 of you guys. This is the first one. So what's gonna happen is when we click this button, right, it's gonna show your WhatsApp number, right? And if your WhatsApp number comes up, drop in the chat and claim your prize, right? And then we'll message you on WhatsApp later and we'll get you onboarded. Let's spin that bitch. Ooh. What happened? It froze? Okay, there we go. What number is that? Claim it. I told you guys, you gotta be you guys gotta be here to claim it. There's 43 people here right now. There's 100 people inside the WhatsApp group. 200 people signed up for the growth lab. So there's a chance this person might not be here. Is anybody here? You got 45 seconds to claim because we're gonna spin again. Not in here? We count down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Respin. Spin again. Spin again. Let's go. Whose number is that? Come on now. Let's go. Come on. Y'all better be in here, man. I told you guys y'all better be in here. Claiming. Love brand. That's you? That's you? Where my phone at? Where my phone at? I'm gonna message right now. I'm gonna message you on WhatsApp right now. I message you on WhatsApp right now. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Love brand. Start a conversation. Chat. 469-237-6914. What's your name? I just messaged you. Congratulations, love. Claim your prize. I just messaged you on WhatsApp. Y'all love it up. Y'all clap it up. You got a winner. You got 2 more winners. 2 more winners. Feel me? 2 more winners. So it ain't over yet. Let's keep going. Because I want to give you guys the sauce. You guys have been here for a minute. It's sauce time. Okay, minimize that it is. Go back in here. Sauce time. Let's go. Narrative, bro. So I kind of explained narrative for you guys already. So I'm not going to ask you guys what it means. But I want to ask you guys a question. How many of you guys watched the pre-training video and seen that clip that I put in there with Joyner Lucas and how his narrative went? How many of you guys watched that? Yup. That's lit. So for those who didn't watch it, if you're still confused a little bit about narrative, I'm going to break everything down fully. Paul Robinson, yes. No, I'm not racist. Right? So if you guys watch that video, This man had a spiritual moment, his own words, right? He said he could feel there was gonna be a movie for him. He dropped that song and he created that aura of attraction around himself because he spun that narrative. He made the video on purpose so people would talk. He deleted everything off his page on purpose so people would talk. He made the song offensive and controversial on purpose so people would talk. He confused everybody to make them think that he was a white guy saying the N-word so people would talk. That's a narrative. And that changed his life. He said the next day he was at Chris Brown's house, on the phone with Rihanna, all type of shit. He was on CNN, all type of shit. Because he knew how to start a narrative. Right? He knew how to start a narrative. So let's break it down. So what is a narrative, right? A narrative is a simple storyline or a reason for people to talk about you and your music, right? What's it made out of? It's made out of your USP. We'll talk more about that later. It's made out of your story. It's made out of things that you do, right? Why it's so important? Because paid marketing is weak if it's not supported and surrounded around word of mouth. So if your marketing is not all about word of mouth, then it's not really, it's weak. Just end of story, right? Word of mouth is the only true indicator of whether you're going to be successful or not. Word of mouth. Don't forget that part, right? So to get a crowd full of people to know you, right? Think about it. You need free promo because you can't pay your way into 10 million people, into a million people. It's going to cost way too much money. So how are you going to get free promo? Word of mouth, right? Think about all the popular kids at school. Why are they popular? Because everyone knew who they were and everyone talked about them. It's the same way for marketing in any industry. People have to know who you are. They have to talk about you. And not a lot of people are telling you guys that part. You're going to waste your money on marketing if you can't get no word of mouth. Let's go. So let's talk about something real quick, right? I touched on the USP, unique selling proposition. How many of you guys have heard of that before? Some of you guys might be in business, have some side businesses, some online businesses. So you guys might have heard this before. Let me know in the chat if you guys ever heard of a unique selling proposition and what it is. So we got yes. So I know my dog Ricky knows what that is. We got a few no's, few yeses, few no's. So a unique selling proposition is simple, right? It's one thing and one thing only. Is what makes you different from your competition. That's it. A unique selling proposition or a unique selling point is what makes you different from your competition. Everybody wants the same attention from the same people and the same fans and the same customers. But what makes John different from Harry? What makes Drake different from Kendrick? What makes you different from other people who rapping on your level? That's your unique selling proposition. Yes, exactly. Or a value proposition. Thank you. Right. So let's talk about Drake's unique selling proposition. He was the Canadian child actor who turned into a singing rapper. And then it was he got signed by Lil Wayne and Young Money. Right? House music is attached to the music of the human. That's an amazing question. And it's both. It has to be both. Because you're an artist. It has to be both. Right? So this is one thing. It's gonna tell people why you are worth talking about, right? So let's go to the next slide for some more examples. We got DaBaby, right? His unique selling point was he was the guy who wore a diaper, killed somebody in Walmart, and got away with it. Negative as it is, it worked for him, right? But as you can see, some people's USPs have negative connotations because he kind of fizzled down as an artist because he was more of a trend, of a fad, and he had a bit of negativity attached to him. And I guess it didn't resonate that well over the long term, right? So sometimes the narrative can backfire on you. It can paint you in a corner. So just be very careful with what you paint yourself as and be conscious of the longevity of your career, right? Can the USP change with time? Yes, it can change with time, and it should. It should change with time. There we go. So this is a more recent one, Four Bats. Right? He was the hood brother Fayaz who sings and wears a ski mask. Right? That's his USP. Next, we got Megan Thee Stallion. the college girl who went viral for making ratchet music but stayed in school after she got famous. She was dropping freestyles in college, ratchet ass music, got famous, got signed to a label, and she didn't drop out. She stayed in school, and that made her go viral because she got signed to a small independent label. She didn't get signed to a major. She got signed to a small indie label, but she got that deal. She stayed in school, and she went viral because of that. Right? So that's the unique selling position, right? And that's everybody should have them. Every artist should have them. Let's go. So narrative, man. It can be a song or project related narrative. So house music, pay attention to this part, right? Notice that every time Drake drops an album, he has rap beef, right? Future dropped an album that had a Kendrick Lamar feature who dissed Drake and started their beef with the entire industry. And that's what got Future's tape out of here. That tape was streaming very well, right? Central C recently had a public controversy cheating on his girlfriend with Ice Spice, and then he ended up putting a song out with Ice Spice and a music video, right? For example, now another example, a different kind of example is recently Bossman D-Lo, right? He went viral, causing a narrative just based on the song and his virality, right? And then the narrative continued with a bunch of cosigns, right? That's a great example of manufactured virality, right? So controversy, unfortunately, makes for a great narrative. Virality in itself is a narrative, and it can be manufactured if we have the resources. Cosigns make a great narrative. Reactions from the culture also make a great narrative. Slide. Right? So how to craft your narrative as an independent artist. Sit down and develop a unique sales proposition, right? Brand yourself on social media to match your USP. Be active in recording and sharing the events that happen in your life. Plan attention-grabbing events around your releases. Utilize social media blogs to spread your narrative, right? This is how you guys can do this as indies today, right? So think about what your unique personality and perspective is that you bring to the game that can attract other people who relate, right? Build your brand to reflect the high points in your USP and reflect them on social media, right? So every time you post, every time you make content, every time you make a video, it should be reflecting your USP, right? Next, get a camera for your best friend and make them your videographer and have them record everything you do, because your storyline you're going through every day is part of your brand and your narrative, right? Last thing you can do is plan events, right? For example, go somewhere that everyone's talking about, do something nobody's done before, make a bold statement, and use content and use that to create content around and spread your narrative that way, right? Yes, Chica, be intentional. Be intentional, right? Next, I'll give you guys a quick gem, quick little campaign. I want this whole entire presentation to be actionable. I want you guys to be actually able to take what I'm telling you and do it right after, right? So this is a quick thing you guys can do yourself right now. It's called Twitter seeding. So basically, you can go and you can get a bunch of people to tweet about your song, right? Very cheap if you pay for it, $10 a tweet, $5 a tweet, or you can just get people you know to tweet about it. Screenshot them, and then you can pay a blog to post them and make it look like your song is going viral or your album or whatever. And you've seen posts like this. If you follow hip hop blogs, you've seen posts like this. Oh, people are going crazy on Twitter about Lil Uzi's new video. And then you scroll, you see a bunch of tweets of people commenting on the video, and then you see the video in the next slide, and then you go watch the video on YouTube. It's that easy, right? So that's something you guys can do right now. Slide. So quick recap. Narrative is the single most important thing that you can do as an artist in your marketing. If you guys have been trying marketing before and it hasn't been working for you, it's because you don't have a narrative. Period. If you try and go, for example, if you got a marketing job tomorrow at Coca-Cola or McDonald's or Pepsi, and they're like, oh, marketing guy, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do to promote our shit? And you're like, hey, let's run an ad on Instagram. You're fired. It's a given that you're gonna run an ad. It's guaranteed that you're gonna advertise, especially a big brand like that. Advertising is not a question. It's what are you gonna advertise? It's how you advertise. How are you gonna make your ads connect with your audience? That's the problem. How to make an ad connect is not are we gonna run an ad? It's how are we gonna make it connect? So if you're advertising with no narrative, you're wasting your money. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Next. House Music said, do we need a new narrative for every song you put out? No, you don't. But you want a narrative to always be present. And even sometimes, like, listen, a narrative doesn't have to be so complicated. A narrative can be something very simple as, oh, this person did this today. Like your storyline in your life is a narrative. For example, someone who did this really well was Ice Spice. When she first came out, the blogs posted her every single day. She did something so stupid as drop something on the floor. And her team is posting that on every blog and posting the video of her dropping something on the floor. That's a narrative. And at the end of the day, for her, those narratives were big because a lot of people knew her. For you, you have a small audience, so those narratives are going to be small. They're not going to be viral on a shade room, but the people who are paying attention and they're being converted into fans. So you always do want a narrative, right? But it doesn't have to be something extravagant every time, right? Cool. So real quick, perception, right? Drop in the chat right now. If I say perception, what does perception mean to you? How people see you, how other people see you, image, how people look at you. Yup. Yup. Identity. Yup. 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 Okay, bet. So you guys are all right. You guys are all right. Perception is when people look at you, what comes into their mind? What are they thinking about when you come up and they're like, oh, this person, what comes to mind, right? So I don't know if a lot of you guys, I know all you guys believe it. I'm gonna take a Bible quote right now. I'm not very religious, honestly, myself, but I am consider myself spiritual, right? And let me tell you guys something. A lot of people believe in this line, right? The line goes like this: to him who has, more is added. To the one who has, more is added. Meaning rich people get richer. Meaning people who get a lot of attention get more attention. Right? Meaning people who get girls get more girls. Meaning people who have a lot of clothes get more clothes. Right? So think about your perception. What does your perception look like? Does your perception look like somebody who has a lot of fans? Because if it did, you would get more fans. Does your perception look like someone who's having a lot of success? Because if it did, you would have a lot more success. Mohit, can you repeat the quote? The quote is, to him who has, more is added. That's the quote. So let's keep going. What is it? What's perception? The way people see you in the public space. What is it made out of? Your social, your streaming platforms, and your reputation. Right? Why is it important? If you look good in public spaces, other people look good supporting you. If you look low quality, people feel low quality when sharing your music and your content. Respect the law of the social mirror. I'm going to teach you guys the law of the social mirror after this, right? So narrative and perception combine to make your brand. A lot of people talk about brand as an artist. If you combine your narrative and you combine your perception, that makes your brand, right? So let me ask you a question. How many of you guys have been asked to share somebody's music, but you listened to the music and you've seen the content and you didn't want to share it because you didn't think it looked good or it didn't sound good? You think the song sucks? Me as fuck, bro. Literally 2 weeks ago, many times. Damn, I never looked at it like that. Yep, for real. I'm telling you, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Very true. Very true. That's why you have to know who you're targeting when you're marketing. Right? So people, you know what? Let's go to the next slide. Next slide. I'm gonna give you guys the law of the social mirror. I'm just gonna read exactly verbatim, right? I'm gonna read it. When people consider sharing or reposting something, one of the first things they think about subconsciously is how it will make them look to their own people, their own network, and their own audience. People like to share things that make them seem smart, helpful, cool, trendy, up to date, and fashionable. On the same note, they avoid sharing things that make them look lame, weird, out of the loop, or behind the times. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys feel the same way about sharing content on your page? Would you guys want to share something that makes you think your people looking at you like lame, weird, out of the loop? What do you guys think? There's nothing wrong with being weird. You just have to know that when you present it, you have to present it in a way that other people who are like you and who are your kind of weird are going to want to share it, because we're all weird. I'm weird. We're all weird, but you just have to find your tribe of people who are going to promote your weirdness because they like it. That's it. So don't think you have to fit in with the mainstream. It's about finding your crowd and giving them what they want to hear from you. That's it. You don't got to be like everybody else, but you have to have perception as such that the people who do resonate with your brand enjoy it, right? So let's go next slide. How do you violate the law of the social mirror? By publishing music and content with no narrative and low perceived value, and then expect people to share it, right? So let's talk about perceived value really quick. Perceived value is the value that people can see and believe that they or other people get from your music and your content. So if they perceive your music as valuable, your perception is good and they'll share it. If they perceive your music as low value, they're not going to share it. Right? Perceived value is the what's in it for me effect. People are always wondering what's in it for me. Something called social capital. Is this going to make me look better? Is it going to make me look cooler? Is it going to make me look smart? Right? What's in it for me? Everybody wants to know this. You have to understand these things. Right? Next. So this is how you observe the law and you follow it and you succeed from it, right? By publishing music and content with a narrative and high perceived value, causing people to share it organically because it confirms their self-image and makes them look good. It makes them look better. This applies to fans and supporters. This applies to artists who you do features with and ask them to repost the feature on their page. This applies to managers and A&Rs who are thinking about approaching you or who you're trying to approach, right? And anybody else you really want to get involved with in the music, whether it's producers, videographers, or engineers, or whoever, right? They all want to know, do you make them look better? Subconsciously, they're never going to tell you this. They're never going to be like, oh man, I'm not going to share your shit. You made me look lame as fuck. They're not going to tell you that. But subconsciously, everyone's thinking this. That's why it's so hard to ask somebody, hey, post this on your story. It should be something so easy. It takes 2 seconds. But why does so much people not do it when they have the chance to do it? Right? Let's ask a question, right? Before I start talking. 100 views versus 10,000 views. What comes up to your mind when I ask that question or make that statement? 100 views versus 10,000 views. What do you guys think about that? Just blank, just as it is, as is. Depends on engagement. 10K, TikTok, thinking about conversions, stadium, juice. What does that mean, juice? Okay, so 100 views. Let's think about a YouTube video, right? 100 views versus 10,000 views. So people are always subconsciously trying to avoid wasting time. There's so much stuff out there right now that people don't have time to engage in stuff that doesn't add value into their life. There's so much content on Instagram, so many YouTube videos, so much ads, so much everything. People are constantly trying to avoid wasting their time watching things that they don't want to watch. This is why people's attention spans are so short, right? So within the first 3 seconds, they're going to want to know, is this worth my time or not? Right? And sometimes they won't even watch it. They're going to check to see how much other people enjoyed it first before they consider if it's good for their time or not. Because subconsciously, the brain knows that the fastest way to know if something is worth its time or not is if other people are enjoying it. If they did it and it worked, I do it, it should work. If 10,000 people watched it and they liked it, I can watch it and like it. If 100 people watch it and nobody liked it, and that means a lot of people liked it. So I might not like it either. Oh, I'm out of here, right? So what I'm trying to say is, this is psychological and subconscious that people do this, and you have to understand it because it's true. How many of you guys are you feel like I'm making sense right now? And if you disagree with me, let me know. That's why we fake streams. I'm gonna talk about fake streams real quick, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Facts. All right, cool. So this is why when they say the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, the videos with low views are less likely to get shared and therefore less likely to get more views, right? So let me ask you a question. This is like, as somebody just said earlier, just in the chat, somebody said that this is why people buy fake views. And it's exactly why. I'm not telling you guys to buy fake views though, because at an indie level, that can fuck up your career. I'm telling you. So don't think I'm here trying to tell you guys buy cap views. I'm not. They have their place at a higher level. On an indie level, they don't make sense. Let me ask you a question. How much money do you think it will cost you to get 10,000 real views on a YouTube video through ads on Google ads and YouTube ads? How much money do you think it will cost you to get 10,000 views on a video? $1,000, $100, 500 to 120, 100 to 100 to 100 to 200, 500 to 100, cheap, 300, 400. Bro, if you go and set up your own Google ads on YouTube right now, you set them up in a decent way, they don't have to be done too crazy. It'd be about $200 US dollars to get around 10K views on a video, right? I know that. I run ads all the time. By that same logic, that means you get about 1,000 views for about $20. Let me ask you something, because we all have budget concerns, right? If you couldn't afford to spend $200 on 10K views, how much better is 1,000 views than 100 views? Considerably amount better, right? So you can spend $20 US on 1,000 real views from real people through ads. And then when other people come to your video, they see it has 1K. 1K people seen it. It's not gonna get you to fucking sell out a stadium, but it's gonna make progress. It's gonna make progress, right? How much more engagement and shares do you think you would get with a 10,000K video, with a 10K video versus a 100 view video? Let me see this. Way better, of course. I got 2K views on 5K Naira. Much better, a lot better. But you also gotta make sure they like and comment, right? Well, yeah, so that's when it comes to, getting professionals to run your ads to make sure that you're getting engagement on the ads, right? And see, Chika lives in Nigeria, where it's a lot cheaper to run ads, so you can get a lot of views for a very cheap price in countries like Nigeria, South Africa, and South America, India, all these places, right? Let's keep it going. So this is how you can control your perception as an indie, real quick, right? Always maintain your brand image across all content. Be authentic, and if you have a persona that's kind of like an act, at least be convicted in that act, right? Use advertising in order to maintain a minimum level of engagement across the platforms you're on, streaming and social platforms, and continually work on increasing your digital footprint, right? So you always have to maintain your brand. And whether that's a clean image or a grungy and a raw image, you have to maintain that image, right? And if your brand persona is an act, like I said, be convicted in it, right? But the more straightforward is obviously to be authentic, right? Another thing you could do is use ads on Instagram and YouTube to demonstrate social proof, right? If you get low engagement on Instagram, you can run engagement ads for very cheap, like $1 a day. You can run if you want. That's all you got. You can get more views and more engagement, right? And you also want to work at a digital footprint. Let's keep going. We've been here for a minute. I love you guys for rocking. I love you guys for rocking with me. I love you guys for being here right now, right? So, like I said, Perception and narrative equals brand. So right now, I want to get some engagement from you guys, and I'm gonna answer 3 questions. You guys have any questions? I'm gonna answer 3 questions right now about narrative and perception before we move to the next slide. I know you guys think. You guys got questions. Chica said, I run ads myself. It's costly in Nigeria, running dollars, facts on socials. Yeah. 3 questions. Anybody got some questions? Let me see. You go inside the questions tab and see if we got some questions in there. Let me see. Where do they keep the questions at inside here? I don't even think I got the Q&A tab. Do I? I don't know. You guys put. Yeah. Chica, go ahead. What kind of question you got? Ask away. Okay, Josh said something. Josh said, what about when you had a narrative and traction and you take a break? Well, you got to get a new one. Part of your narrative, if you take a break, could be making a comeback. But when you make that comeback, you have to do something to make it interesting. You can't just drop playing music video and be like, oh, this artist is making a comeback. Like, no, you got to go out and do something. Like, get a feature. Go to LA and shoot some content. I don't know. Go do something that no one has done before. Go do something worth talking about. Put that in your content on socials. Put that in your music video. And then put it out and be like, oh, this person's making a comeback, right? And then get blogs to talk about it, get people on Twitter to talk about it. You just put the tweets on the blogs and just fabricate some motion and do something worth talking about to get a new narrative and start your comeback. Come back with a bang, right? She gets a world is patience got to play while you're doing everything right. A big role, bro. Especially as an indie man, you never know how long it's gonna take. Leslie said, what about paying for reviews or endorsements? Pay for it, bro. This is marketing, bro. We pay for what we got to pay for. Pay for it, bro. If you got the budget, pay for that shit, man. Pay for it. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep going, man. Woo! It's time to drop for the contest winner. Winner. Hey. Hey. Hey, 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 let's go. You were the contest winner. Yeah, this is what's that number ready. Reaction video. Whose number is this? What number is this? It's one of them foreign numbers. I don't recognize this area code. But who's in here? Come claim your spot, man. Claim your spot. Claim it. You in here? Are you here to get your claim your prize? I said it's not me, but I'll take it. I feel you all. Are you guys here? Let me know if you're here in the chat. If you're not here, I'm counting down from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spin. Spin. Spin again. Whose number is this, man? Claim it. Come on now, plus 33. Whose number is this, man? House Music Lab. That's you? All right, I'm gonna message you on WhatsApp. Make sure you're not capping. All right. I'm gonna message you right now on WhatsApp. Let's go. 33. Oh, I gotta do the area code. I don't know what country that is. Plus 33. France. Oh, you're from France? That's lit. We got people from France in the building. I just shot you a message. I asked you what's your name. Let me know your name. All right, cool. Let's get back to it. Get back to it, man. Let's get back into the gems. We're almost done. Almost done. Almost done, man. Let's go. So maximize. We did the N, we did the P. Now we're gonna do the M and the R. Y'all feel me? Maximize. Right? So maximize is also known as scaling, right? Maximize is the act of focusing heavier resources on higher converting assets. Long story short, it means if something's working, we push it harder, right? What is it made out of? It's made out of winning content, marketing investment, because it does cost, and analytics, because we got to see what's working, we got to see where the spikes are coming from, right? Why is it important? The only way to reach a new level is if a song or a narrative, the only way to reach a new level is a song or a narrative. When you have one of these that's working, you need to capitalize on it, or you'll miss the moment. It's like a cute girl, right? You're outside, you're at the function, maybe you're at the grocery store, I don't know where you're at, right? And she's looking at you, and she's smiling at you, and she's giving that energy like, come talk to me. You're looking at her, and you're nervous. You don't want to walk over, and you let her walk away, you never see her again. You miss the moment. Don't miss the moment, right? So this level of the flow is when you're just around the corner from having an amazing career, right? But this level takes skill and investment, right? And if you got something working, maybe you got to borrow money, maybe you got to put on a credit card, maybe you got to sell the TV. Whatever you do not miss your moment, right? Let's go. So this is how most people get this wrong, right? When you have something working well for them, for example, a viral moment, right? They assume that since they have people's attention, it's time to do whatever they want and put out new stuff, right? This is the opposite of what's true. At this moment, you need to ride the wave until the wheels fall off. 100,000 people like what you just did. You need to find out if you can get that number to 1 million first and then 10 million before starting at 0 with a new record or a new project, right? And when you do this, always want to maintain your brand, like we talked about, right? And you want to keep it you. But let's just keep going. Past this, that was right. So I'm gonna give you guys an example of an artist that we did this with personally. This artist that I work with, indie artist. We maximized something for him, right? So he had a song called "Come Outside." It was organically gaining traction from an Instagram reel that he posted on his page. It was going crazy, right? He's an R&B singer. He's from Baltimore. So let's look at his story real quick. So he had a limited budget. He had a small budget. He didn't really have it's not a small budget. He had an indie budget, $1,400, right? If we're trying to get somebody to go through the roof, right? $1,400, it's a good start. But these marketing budgets, these labels are playing with are on a different level. But we had an indie budget of $1,400, right? But with that $1,400, you can see we ran some Instagram ads because he was going viral on Instagram, right? We were able to reach 140,000 real people. That's the size of a small town, right? We drove over 4,000 potential fans who could potentially buy tickets and be long-term fans to take action, get off of the Instagram platform, and go into a streaming platform to listen to his music, right? Next. And what that does is we get that much people to move over to a different platform, you spike the algorithm on that platform. And these are kind of results we were getting, right? So around April 4th to 5th from the ad campaign, we had a lasting impact, right? 478% stream lift. He was already streaming well before. 478% stream lift, right? On all songs across Apple Music, and a 14,000% stream lift on the song we're working on, which is "Come Outside," right? All with a $1,400 budget. And the beautiful thing about when we run a campaign like this is if we do it right, your entire catalog can go up. So you can see right here, all his songs on Apple Music were all experiencing growth because this one song was going viral, and we were able to drive that traffic over it and maximize on the success of that song, right? And this actually led to him doing a mini tour, a 3-city tour that he put up on his own indie from all the people he got for this campaign, right? And he's doing well now, you know. It also led to him linking up with people, like he linked up with Zaytoven, he ended up linking up with Mario, another R&B legend, like, you know, so you have to maximize something that's working while it's working, because that's going to take you to the next level, right? So recap, don't miss the moment. Monitor your analytics and your online presence to look for spikes. When you see a spike, figure out what caused it, 10x it using ads and PR. When you have something doing well, it's not the time to move on to the next, it's time to maximize. Drop some fire and emojis if you guys are fucking with that. Drop some emojis in the chat if you guys are liking what you guys are hearing. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So now we're on retention. This is the last step of the plan, the last level of NPMR, right? Retention. What is it? What does it mean? Retention is the act of retaining your existing fan base and maintaining the relationship as long as possible. What is it made of? Members only zones, direct lines of communication, exclusive experiences, and access to online business tools, right? And why is it so important? So picture this, right? Visualize yourself and all the marketing you do on your music. And visualize you filling up a bucket. That's you marketing. And the water is your fans, right? So now imagine that bucket has a small hole in the bottom. So every time you fill it up, the level keeps going down again. Keeps going down, 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 right? That's how most artists are. They're leaky buckets. They're putting fans in the top and letting them drip out the bottom, right? Don't be a leaky bucket. Patch the hole and keep your fans long term. That's how most artists get this wrong, right? You're constantly marketing your music to gain new fans. You have no fan loyalty system in place. You're relying on social media and streaming to reach your fans, right? You have no customer relationship management, no CRM, which is an app. I'll show you guys some CRMs, right? And you have no direct communication and distribution to your audience, right? You don't have no members only zones, no contact info, right? You also have no strategy, or you don't even have any motivation to even set something like this up, right? So most people don't realize that majority of music marketing is awareness based. It's based on getting a broad amount of people aware of the music, right? Or retention marketing or product marketing is conversion based, right? It's meant to get a small group of people who already like you to take action, right? It's going to increase your revenue, get you subscription money, more merch sales, reduce your marketing costs, and all that shit, right? It's amazing. So how do we get this right? Let's go to the next slide. So some CRMs that I talked about, customer relationship management, where you can track your fans and build your contact list. Some platforms like Forever Fan, Upstream, Official Artists, or Laylo. Those are some CRMs you guys can use to track your customer relationships and collect their data, collect their information, right? Next, you need to cultivate a members only zone for your core fans, as well as an email SMS marketing strategy, right? These are distribution. You can distribute your message and your content and your music, right? You need to design ad strategies to drive traffic into your members only zone and into your contact list. And then you need to offer your fans more opportunities to buy from you directly and spend money with you, right? There's a lot of platforms that can help you guys do this. You guys can put members only zones, communities on Discord, groups, private Instagram accounts you've used before. There's so much of different things you guys can do, right? And you can use certain kind of ads to do this and help you guys with this. There's a lot. It's a lot. So let's go to the next slide. So, like I told you guys, I want you guys to be able to leave out of this event with the sauce. So I'm going to just give you guys a strategy on how you can retain your fans right now. Right now. So a lot of people don't know that you can use meta ads, which are Facebook and Instagram ads, right? You can retarget people based on how they engaged with your page or your content. So for example, we can send an ad strictly to people who watched a certain percent of a certain video on your page or a certain amount of videos or all kind of shit, right? And there's a lot more ways you can do this. But what we're going to do for this strategy, right, we're going to use meta ads on Instagram. We're going to send ads to the most engaged people in your audience. The most engaged, your people who are most likely to be your core fans, right? And then we're going to offer them to pre-save your next release. But we're going to create that link with Forever Fan, or upstream, right? And this is going to prompt them to put in their contact information before they pre-save. So before they pre-save, you collect their phone number or their email address, right? So I recommend collecting emails because phone numbers are more expensive to use. You have to pay credits per text message, right? But let's keep going. So now what happens is the reason I told you to use Forever Fan or use Upstream is because they have something called Forever Pre-Saves. So once a fan pre-saves your next song, they automatically pre-saves all your future releases. Every single song you ever put out in the future has automatically been pre-saved by this fan. Not only that, you collected their email address and potentially their phone number, right? Boosting their streams dramatically. Let me ask you guys a question real quick. Have you guys ever used the Forever Pre-Save before? And what do you think that could impact your career? How much do you think that could impact your career? People said that's game. So if you got an EP coming, Master Chief said 2,000%. Josh Pross said that's good. Haven't yet, but definitely got to now. Your stream to go up as soon as you release. Exactly. And let me tell you guys something. It makes more sense to run ads once you do something like this. Because if they forever pre-save all your music, that means if it costs you $1 or $2 or $5 to get that person to pre-save all your music forever into the future, it's worth it because it's not just one stream you're getting from this person. You just got multiple streams, right? Let's keep going. So now after that, you collected your email address. What are you going to do with it, right? So we're going to set up a short email drip, which is another word for email sequence, right? It's going to automatically and automated strengthen the connection on autopilot, right? And it's going to lead it to offering them a chance to join your members only zone. Right? So basically what's going to happen is we're going to send them a few different emails to deepen the connection and provide value to them on autopilot. As soon as they give you your email, they go off on their own. You don't have to think about it, but this person's being brought closer to you. And then at the end of the email, they're automatically going to have a chance to subscribe to your community, right? Like ManyChat. ManyChat can do this, but I don't do it on ManyChat. Next. Right, so this is an example of what your community, your member only zone could look like. Right, this is Nick D, the big artist on on TikTok. This is his community. You can see he has 12,000 members in here. 12,000 people. Go to the next slide. Right, so a good way to do this is to have a free tier and a paid tier. You capture people easily with the free tier, and then you upsell them into the paid tier. So even if they don't have the money up front to pay right now, they're not sure if they want to subscribe or not, get them in the free community and then have separate bonuses for the paid community and constantly funnel people from the free one into the paid one. So I just gave you guys a strategy. Like I just gave you guys the system. I told you guys the apps you can use. I showed you guys what a simple way to do it, right? Free game. Right, so now you guys have the system that drives your core audience into your community, right, and collects contact info on autopilot. So all you got to do is keep them engaged and interact with them, right? Easy way you can do this is just by going live in your community doing shit that you already do, right? So at this point now, you're probably making, some money from your subscriptions. You have ability to sell way more merch, right? And you also have a solid way to catch and retain all the fans that you're attracting on the front end, right? So now you got some retention. So that's the NPMR flow. You get your narrative, build your perception, you maximize what's working, and you retain your fans on the back end. Do you guys understand the NPMR flow and why it's so valuable now? You guys understand why I have this event now? Let me know if you guys are happy that I did this. Let me know in the chat if you guys are happy that I put this event on and I showed you guys this game. Yes, sir. Fire. Appreciate you. We ain't done yet. Hey, we ain't done yet. I got some more stuff. But let me know if you guys are fucking with this. But I put a lot of effort into showing you guys this. And I put a lot of effort into even figuring this shit out. Right? It's love. All right, cool. So you know what time it is. It's time to give out the third giveaway. Let's go. You guys have been here for an hour and a half now. I love you guys. It's been 90 minutes in this bitch. I know that works tomorrow. I know. Man, listen, if you're in UK right now, whose phone number is this? Whose WhatsApp number is this? Right now, collective. Say less, bro. I'm gonna message you on WhatsApp right now. I'm messaging you on WhatsApp right now. Let's go. Hype collective. Winner. Oh, let's go. Congratulations. Clap it up for my boy. Let's message that same number on WhatsApp. So let's keep it rocking. We're almost done. Guys. We're getting to the end of the road right now. We're almost done. I want to tell you guys about some serious shit. Let's get back serious for a second. So, what's at stake right now? Just in general, in your life as an artist, where you're at, right? So, I gave you guys the information. I told you guys, but it took me years to find out. And your dreams as an artist are what you're working on right now. And it could go one way or it could go another way. So it could be the 9-to-5 route, if that's what you want, or you could be rocking stages. Right? And we know where we want to go. We know what we want to do. Right? So let's kind of put everything in perspective, right? So we already know that Goldman Sachs said there's a $4.2 billion opportunity right now untapped in the music industry, right? And I'm not saying you're going to be a billionaire, but I'm saying now is the best time there's ever been for you to get a piece of the pie, right? And we know the system works. We know what I'm telling you works. We know the NPMR flow works. I broke it down for you guys. I didn't hide nothing. I gave you guys the sauce too. I gave it so you guys can actually do this right now. I showed you the Twitter play. I showed you guys the ad play for retention and the forever pre-save play. I showed you guys the play, right? These are all screenshots from artists that we work with, raving about what we got going on. We know it works, right? We know it works. Next slide. Right? So, quick recap of the system, right? Narrative. Get people talking. You need word of mouth or you're wasting your money. Perception. People like what already looks big, what already looks good. So, look good and look big. Maximize. When something's working, ride the wave and let it take you where you need to go. Retention. Not be a leaky bucket. You get your fans, keep them. Right? So there's 3 different ways you could go right now that I just gave you this information, right? You could say, take it and do nothing with it. For example, like that would hurt my heart, honestly. Like if anybody here, after hearing all this, doesn't change the way they're marketing, it doesn't implement some of this shit, my heart will be broken, fam. I swear to God. But that's an option. Right? Another option you could do is you could go off on your own and do it yourself. Which honestly, I wanted to make sure I gave you guys all the tools for you guys to do that. Because not everybody everybody is at a different stage of their career. But if you do that, just understand it's another hat you're gonna wear. It's more work for you. It's another learning curve. It's another thing you gotta go through. You already know what you have to do as an artist. It's just gonna add to it. Right? But you guys have everything you need to go do that. And that's exactly what I came here to deliver you today, right? Another option, right? Like I told you guys, I was going to give you guys the opportunity to work with me and my team, right? Pick our shortcuts and fast track your path to success right? Because you have so much to do already. You don't want to have to go out there and get experience in all these stuff and then try and come back and implement it. It's going to add to the time, right? It's going to add to the time. So I just wanted to make sure that we make it available for you. At least if anybody wants it, it's here for you, right? Slide. So this is what I can offer you if you decide to work with us. This is what we will deliver to you if you decide to work with us, right? So first of all, we talked about this in the beginning, but let me ask you guys again one more time, right? Like, is support and a team behind you helping you with this? Is that something that you guys find valuable and want to hear more about? Before I even read this slide, let me know if you guys want to hear it. Mozinga said, duh. I said, yes, let's hear. Yes, 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 yes. I bet. Right. So this is how we work artists, just like you every day. Right. This is an exclusive offer I'm gonna give you guys today, though. What I'm giving you guys today is exclusive. It's exclusive. Remember. So we can help you make content. It sparks your narrative and strengthens your USP. So we're gonna help you determine what is your unique selling proposition, and we're gonna help you make content that spreads that narrative and that USP for you to give you that you need for your marketing, right? We take advantage of our huge networks of Instagram blogs and influencers to generate word of mouth for you. We're going to run your ads and we're going to get you on organic SEO grown playlists to grow your fan base and increase your perceived value. We already talked about that, right? How people see you, the value, the perception, right? And then we're going to maximize your winning content with our tried and true ad funnels, right? This is how we do it. So let's keep moving, right? So for your narrative, we're going to work with you one-on-one to determine your brand's USP, design custom content ideas, and create the content to spread that narrative, right? And you're also going to receive continued support to make sure we keep the conversation going, right? Let's go. This is how we're going to boost your perception, right? When your song comes out, we're going to use Google Ads on YouTube to ensure YouTube videos reach your potential fans. Your views continue to increase daily. We use meta ads on Instagram to push out your content, getting more engagement and increasing your following. We use organic Spotify playlists grown with SEO or Spotify ads instead to create lasting impact on your Spotify audience, right? So I want to tell you guys real quick what our SEO grown Spotify playlists. We partner with the biggest playlisting company in North America. And what they do is they go through Spotify, they type in every possible search that people search for playlists. They'll type in Drake playlist, workout playlist, Drake summer songs, Rod Wave songs, Rod Wave sad songs, whatever. And all the playlists that come in the top of the list, they get so much free streams just because they show high in Spotify search results. And the company we partner with, they buy those playlists off the owner. And we have access to those playlists, right? So let's keep going, right? That's how we're going to maximize for you. We keep a close eye on your analytics, right? And we let you know when we see a spark. And when we see any sparks, we put all of our focus on that content and that narrative, right? So analytics, when it comes to this stage, are so key. And they give a lot of clues to what people like and what they don't like, especially when you run your ads, right? So when something like that happens, you might take resources from another part of the campaign and put them toward what's working, right? Let's go. Right? And retention, very important, right? But retention is a long play, a long-term strategy. So as a bonus, if you work with us and you have an existing audience that needs to be retained, we might consider a long-term partnership with you at no upfront cost. We'll help you with your retention and we'll break bread on the back end. No upfront cost to you. You just have to have an audience that you need to retain. We'll help you retain them, right? So, real quick, how many of you guys use ChatGPT? How many of you guys use ChatGPT? You know, Grace, Soul Chica, Man, listen, I asked ChatGPT. I was like, Chat, what's the what's the average marketing budget needed by a music artist to get long-lasting results? ChatGPT told me $5,000 to $50,000, the average marketing budget, right? And so in the middle of that, it would be like around 30K US dollars. Chica said that's low. My dog Chica's a rich guy, huh? Yo, but it's a lot, right? And the beautiful thing about my agency is we figure out a way to make results and get results for artists. It don't even cost anywhere close to that number. Nowhere close to that number. Next. So I want to show you guys some quick screenshots. So this right here is that same artist I was telling you guys about earlier, PM Forever. This is some results for him that the NPMR flow is responsible for, right? So PM got offered a distro deal from United Masters, like we said, right? And then now he's constantly getting put on these editorial playlists on Apple Music. Like all these playlists, these editorials, these are Apple Music owned playlists, and his songs are streaming well. He's getting on a lot of these playlists, getting a lot of love from DSPs right now. And this is all after the NPMR flow in his career, right? Let's keep going. So I wanted to show you guys this, right? Because our label clients that we work with, this is not for indies, just so you know. This is not have nothing to do with indies, right? But this is how much we charge our label clients to get label service, right? But the beautiful thing about it is today is not about labels. Today is about my favorite group of people in the world, bro. Independent artists. That's what this is about today, right? So before I go to the next slide, if you're an indie artist and you have love for other indie artists and you love the independent artist community, drop some fire emojis in the chat for the independent artist community. Drop some hearts. Nice official. I feel you. It's lit. 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 Yeah. So I'm gonna show you guys our flowouts. I don't call them rollouts. We call these flowouts because we use the NPMR flow. So let's talk about how we can implement the NPMR flow in your next rollout for your next song, right? So this is the indie flowout, right? This is one of our first packages, and what this comes with is everything we talked about, right? But unfortunately, at this level, we're not able to put in the blocks, right? But it has everything else. Next, this is the breakthrough flowout. It has everything we talked about and including the blogs, right? So in order to get the full benefit with the blogs, you probably need to go meet me here. You guys meet me up here, right? What you're getting everything. You're getting the content strategy, the IG ads, the YouTube ads, the Spotify playlist, the IG blogs. You're getting everything, right? Next, right? The Apex flow up, right? This is for the higher level, for people who got the bigger budgets to throw around and who want higher budget allocations to each level. Next, I got Afterpay. I got something for you guys, bro. So I wanted to show you guys this real quick before you guys start thinking, oh, you can't afford this, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't. I feel you. Listen, what did I tell you in the beginning? I used to be an artist just like you. I used to be an artist just like you, right? And I put this together for indie artists. Indie artists. You feel me? So I know the financial struggle a lot of you guys are going through right now. So I put my team on the job. They went through a long application process, right? But I was able to get the option for Afterpay, right? And this option might help some of you guys get some marketing done. I don't know who offers. I don't know what marketing agency you can go to and have Afterpay pay for your marketing and then you pay them back later. So you're basically getting spotted. You're getting consigned your marketing by Afterpay. I don't know how many people are offering that, right? But I wanted to make sure they get that for you guys, right? So I got a lot of bonuses for you guys. So stay tuned, right? But what I'm gonna do real quick, I'm gonna drop the link in there for you guys, so you guys can grab, the rollouts. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put the link on there for you guys. Give me 1 second. Cool. Social Pro. You guys recognize Social Pro? Cool. So I just dropped the link in there for you guys. So I got these bonuses for you guys, right? And there's something big going on right now, right? And I want you guys to tap in. So I dropped the link in there for you guys in the chat. If you guys want to lock in right now, you guys can lock in right now. Afterpay is on there. You can choose the level of your campaign and everything. And there's low-key, there's some discounts in there. So you might go in there and see the prices are a little bit lower than I put them for. So you better get them quick before I put them back, right? But anyways, so listen, I got something else for you guys, right? Social Pro. I partnered up with Social Pro to help you guys get going on TikTok, because I know you guys need to get going on TikTok with your organic content, right? Oh shit, we just got a sale, cuz. We just got a, oh, somebody locked in. Somebody locked in an MD flow out. Let's go. Somebody locked in. Keep locking in. You guys go to the link and lock in. But anyways, listen. So I need to get you guys right on TikTok, right? So I partnered up with this app called Social Pro. The guys over there, I know them. Cool, good people, right? So Social Pro is an AI app where you can plug in your TikTok page, have your page analyzed, and get relevant content ideas. So it's gonna give you a content strategy. It's gonna tell you what you can post, give you the ideas, so you don't have to think about what to post anymore. You just have to go make the content. It's gonna help you with your hashtags, with your captions, with everything, right? And it's gonna be custom for your brand, because you're gonna plug in your account. It's gonna analyze the whole TikTok, find the best performing content styles in your lane, and help you do that. So you don't have to think about the post anymore. It will tell you. If you have an idea, you can go type your idea into the app, and it will help you develop it and give you the hashtags and everything. Social Pro's fire. Okay, so we already got some people in here who use it, right? Mozinga said, "Are we in heaven?" We in heaven today. We are in heaven today, brother. It's lit. We're here. We're here. Yeah, man. So Chica looked like he had used Social Pro before, so that's good, right? So I got you guys 30 days free. So if you guys lock in today, I got you guys 30 days free. What I'm gonna do also right now, I'm gonna give you guys. I know some of you guys probably have some questions. So I'm gonna do something for you guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. So basically, what I'm gonna do for you guys is, I know some of you guys probably have some questions before you lock in. So I'm gonna drop a link in the chat so you guys can book a call with me before you pay, right? Before you book a campaign with me, right? So you can ask me whatever questions you need to ask beforehand, right? But to be eligible for these bonuses, you have to book the call today, right? And we'll do it like that. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat right now. Cool. So that's there. So the link's in the chat if you want to book a call and talk to me. Instead of locking in right now. If you have questions, book a call with me. The link is there, right? So I got you guys 30 days free on Social Pro. But we're not done. So I'm running out of community, right? I had a community before. I had like 500 people in there. I shut it down. This is going to be a souped up version, right? And I'm going to give you guys 1 year of free access if you lock in or book a call with me today. 1 year of free access. What you're going to get inside this community. You're going to get direct support from me. But whether your campaign is over or not, if your campaign is over and you're in a community, you still get direct support. We're still gonna help you and get DIY courses to support you in between campaigns. If you're not running a campaign right now, your budget's not there, it's fine. It's fine. You're in the community. You have the courses, you still get access to us, right? I get access to the tools we use, the websites, the platforms, the hacks, the apps, the tricks. Everything that we use, we're going to post all the platforms inside of the community for you guys to use as well. And we work hard to make partnerships with these platforms and get you guys discounts, promo codes, and all that shit, right? Next, you're going to get, go back. Next, you're going to get experimental strategies. When we're looking for somebody and say, oh shit, we have this new strategy, right? We want to try it out. We go to our community first, and we do with the community, right? Cuba, thank you for being here and thank you for engaging. Have it going. And we do things with the community first. So if you're in the community, you're getting experimental strategies before anybody else, right? You also get access to live music review. So that's dope. But it's not done yet. We got more bonuses. We got more stuff for you guys. Next, right? Next, right? You get access to all and every single one of our digital products, right? We got courses, we got ebooks, we got all these stuff. Some of them you guys got already, but there's a lot more you guys haven't yet. For example, right? Like the 10 easy to make content strategies that your audience will pay you for, right? Think about it. If you have a subscription community and people subscribing to your members only zone and they're paying, you have to keep putting content in there, right? That what they're going to be willing to pay money for every month. We have 10 proven content styles that are going to keep your fans paying monthly in your subscription group. That's an example of something you're going to get in this, right? But it's not done. Go to the next slide. So those bonuses that I just gave you are easily worth $1,000 altogether. You can get them all for free if you lock in with us today, right? Book that call. Mohit said he booked that call. Chica said he booked that call. Let's go. Calls and getting booked. Let's go. Y'all book your calls. Y'all lock in the campaigns, right? So these bonuses are easily worth $1,000. My dog Josh booked. Let's go, right? But we're not done. So take a guess. My dog Fame said he booked a call. Let's go. Calls are getting booked. Shout out Fame. So what else do you guys think I can possibly give you? Like, what more can I possibly give you guys for free, included as a bonus? What more can I possibly give you guys? What more can I give you guys? Well, I'm going to talk about it, right? But remember, like I said, if you have more questions before you want to lock in with us, book the call instead, right? Book the call instead. See? One said I read Challenger Sales. I'm not sure actually. So I open up a few spots for these calls over the next 7 days, right? Scroll down a little bit. I open up a few spots for these calls over the next 7 days, right? I open the calls so I kind of one-on-ones with you guys so we can get into more details about, how working with us might look for your specific situation, right? But remember, if you want to take full advantage of all these bonuses, you need to book that call now, right? We might extend the time limit to 48 hours, but book the call. Because the next bonus that I'm going to show you guys, I promise you, you're not going to want to miss. And we can't just give this out forever. This is too much. This next bonus is too much. So you got to lock the call in today. Young Briggs, he booked that call. Let's go. Go to the next slide. So let me ask you guys a question, right? What if you had a team of social media marketers fly out to your city and shoot narrative-driven content for your next release? How much would that be worth for you, and how much would you pay for it? If someone were to fly out to your city and shoot the content for you, edit the content for you, help you make the narrative so you can get people talking, how much would you pay for that? You guys let me know. 30 million naira. How much is that in US? That sounds like a lot. My dog James Bourne booked the call. William said that would be priceless. Man, telling you, it's priceless. It's priceless. You can put a number on it, but it's valuable, bro. Let's go to the next slide. Everybody who either locks in a campaign with us today, right, or books a call with us right now will be entered to win. And me and my production team are going to fly out to the winner city, and we're going to shoot and edit 5 to 10 pieces of content for absolutely free. There's only going to be one winner. But if you lock in today, you're going to be entered in that contest. And let me tell you something. The people who lock in today and they make the purchase today, instead of booking a call, you get 2 entries. If you book the call, you get 1. Doesn't matter. Like the odds are still with you guys. You understand? 1 winner. I'm announcing the winner on Monday on Instagram Live. So you guys are gonna know who wins. It's gonna be public who wins this. I'm not gonna. It's not no fake shit. I'm gonna fly out to your city and we're gonna shoot the content free with my production team for free. We're gonna pay for our own tickets. We're gonna pay for our own hotels. We're gonna bring our cameras. We're gonna edit the videos. We're gonna help you make the narrative. We're gonna make sure people talk about this content, right? Anybody who locks in today, whether it's booking the call or whether it's booking the campaign, you're entered to win this, right? So believe me, this is valuable. Like we have some of the top of the line equipment, Sony mirrorless cameras, we got soft boxes, we got gimbals, we got everything, right? But one of my favorite pieces of equipment that we got, our production equipment, is actually a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Do we got any production guys in here who know what the Pocket 3, the Osmo, the DJI? The whole team applying to him who has more is added. That's a fact. It's a fact. Positive Bill's question is the only way people can work with y'all by booking the packages, or is there other more custom and tailored ways that you can work with artists? Forever Life, yes, there are more custom and tailored ways we can work with artists. There are, right? We do custom packages for label budgets over 12.5K, right? We also have some indie essential services. If you have any questions, just email me or just book the call. Right? So that was for who asked that again? Scroll up real quick. That was for Forever Life. We wanted something more custom, right? So, Young Brink said him and his guys caught the Osmo so we can shoot our own videos, bro. Graves, tell them how fire the Osmo is, bro. That's one of our favorite pieces of production equipment because it's so compact. It's lovely. It's lovely. It's a cool little camera. And it's just as powerful as an expensive mirrorless 4K Sony. I'm telling you. Hold on a little bit. Right? So I see you guys booking your calls. I see you guys locking in. Right? Go back a little bit. Go to the bottom of it. Right? I see you guys booking your calls. I see you guys locking in. Right? I just want to remind you guys that this giveaway right here is gonna have 1 winner, right? I'm telling you. So let's go to the next slide. So this is a recap on everything you're gonna get by working with us. Let's recap on everything you guys are gonna get by working with us, right? You get the content and the narrative strategy. We're gonna help you build your USP. An Instagram campaign, a YouTube campaign, a Spotify campaign, a blog campaign, a 1-year community access to our community, right? 30 days of free social pro. Our entire suite of digital products, and a chance to win professional content production by me and my team, right? I mean, I don't know what more I can give you guys. So what Chica said, please, what's that about upstream? Type it in the chat. There's the website right there, right? But this is everything you guys are gonna get by working with us. Right? So if you're a type of artist who is like, okay, I need more support. I'm doing everything myself. I need someone to help me do this. I gotta make the music. I gotta go to work. I gotta produce my beats. I gotta make the content. I gotta buy outfits. I gotta have a girlfriend or a boyfriend. I gotta take care of my kids. I gotta pay my rent. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I need someone to handle this marketing for me. This is for you. And I'm trying to do everything we possibly can for you guys right now. I got the afterpay. I gave you guys all the bonuses that I could possibly give you. Right? So I want to let you I just want you guys to understand that I'm doing this for you guys. I'm doing this for you guys, but there's a certain demographic of people that I'm doing it for. It's not going to be for everybody. I don't want this to be for everybody. If you feel like this is not for you, don't book a campaign with us. If you understand the value of this and you know you need somebody like this to help you on your team, book with me. If not, please just don't waste your time. Right? Go to the next slide. This is it. The call's coming to an end. We've been here for 2 hours. I still got a lot of you guys in here with me. I love you guys for being here right now. I love you guys for being here right now. Listen, when this timer is up, if you haven't booked your call yet, or if you haven't major booked your campaign yet, then you're not going to be entered in the contest to win us flying out and shooting your content for you. Everything else you can still get. But just that one single thing is too valuable. I can't leave it open for forever. So the call is over in 10 minutes, 9 minutes and 20 seconds. The call is over. The growth lab is over. And, we can all go about our business. I know I had you guys here for a long time, and I appreciate all you guys for being here. It's coming to an end now. So the contest is closing in 9 minutes, right? So book your calls, lock in your campaigns. I see we got a few more people who booked some campaigns. We got a bag of people who book calls, right? So this is it. So let's do some quick Q&A. Do you guys have some questions? Give me some questions and let me know what you guys are thinking, what's on your mind about this whole thing. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts, any questions, or whatever, right? How do I book a call? I'm going to put the link back here. I try to pin it. Let's put the link back up. Let's put the link back up. Go to Calendly. I'm going to put the link back in there, and then you guys can book. The link's already in the chat, but I'm going to drop it in the chat again. All right, cool. So I just put back in the links, both the links to book a call and to book a campaign straight. They're both in the chat right now, right? So can you scroll up and check some of those questions for me? Daryl said, what's the best way to grow a playlist as a curator? As costs money, but as the J, I just dropped the link to book a call in there. It's the Calendly link. Calendly, that's how you book a call. Scroll back down. Cam said it's excited for the call. Appreciate you. Listen, man. If you want to grow as an artist, you have to understand a few things. The first thing you have to understand is that as an artist, you're a business, and you're actually the leader of the business. If you walk into a Fortune 500 company, if you walk into a McDonald's even, right? Is the manager going to be flipping the burgers? No. You need to do what you have to do and delegate the rest. And we're here to be delegated to, right? We're here to be delegated to. As they said, what's the objective of the call? The objective of the call is if you're interested in having somebody help you with something like this, with these packages, or with the NPMR flow, and you're interested in having us help you with that, right? I showed you the prices, I showed you the packages, right? And if you're interested in getting one, then book the call, and then we'll talk about how we can make it work for your career, right? Fame, I appreciate your work ethic and hunger for what you do at the same time. Let's get it. Fame, I'm looking forward to it too, bro. Shout out to Fame. Super authentic guy. He's from the city. He's from Toronto. It's love, man. I'm happy to see you here. So I guess I might not have explained that properly. So let's go back. Let's go back a little bit. Go back a little bit. So the point of booking a call is if you're interested in working with us and getting one of our flow out packages where we help you roll out your music, your next song, your next EP, your next project, whatever it is that you're doing, right? We're going to help you do that, right? So we have the NPMR flow built into our strategy, right? This is one of them. Go to the next one. This is the recommended, right? And I told you guys, we have Afterpay. So if this is not something that you feel like you can have right now, don't worry. You can split up the payments. We went out of our way to get Afterpay for you guys, right? So that's the purpose of the call. If you don't, if you're not trying to grab something right now because you have more questions, you want to know some more, right? And you're like, okay, but this is my situation. Can I talk to you about this and see if it will work for me, right? Book the call. Book the call. Can't remember saying, what do you look for in an artist when deciding to invest your time and resources? What I look for in artists is one, obviously that they're already doing it, they're already active. Like I like to see active on social media, like you're posting and you're in there and you're working, right? The next thing I like to see is that you have a clear brand, right? Like you kind of know who you want to be, who you want to look like, and good music. Good music. Let's go to the last page. Yes, let's go all the way to the last page. Yeah. Chico, bye for now. Oh shit, the timer reset. Listen, we got 1 minute. Let's say 1 minute, because 10 minutes was already going out. This is the last minute. Once this hits eight minutes, I'm checking out. Right. So if you guys didn't book the call, you didn't enter the contest. You guys didn't lock in the campaign, you didn't enter the contest. This is the last minute to do it. Right. So I hope I gave you guys game. I hope I gave you guys a huge amount of value. Right. And I love each and every one of you guys. I'm just gonna go in the chat right now, and I'm gonna see everybody who's here. I'm gonna shout out everybody. So scroll down. Arthur Malin, shout out to you for being here. Denzel Forrest, shout out to you for being here. Destiny McMillan, thank you for being here. F the Artist, thank you for being here. Holiday, thank you for being here. Forever Life, thank you for being here. Grind by Faith, thank you for being here. James Bourne, thank you for being here. Judge, thank you for being here. Cam Edwards, thank you for being here. Kepson, thank you for being here. Larna, thank you for being here. Leslie Powell, thank you for being here. Lionel Phillips, thank you for being here. Master Chi, thank you. Mo Zinga, thank you. Mo Xc, thank you. Mohit Suri, thank you. Najee, thank you. Nice Official, thank you. Paul Robinson, thank you. Saloy Tundi, thank you. Soli Chica, thank you. Startup Hustle, thank you. William Terry, thank you. Young Brinks, thank you. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. So we're almost out of here. Mohit, I really learned a lot of information from you. Looking forward to the call tomorrow, man. Me too. Me too. We've been on this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised I still have so many people on here 2 hours later. I'm surprised I got you guys on here 2 hours. Come on, man. Come on. 2 hours is a serious thing. Appreciate the gems, my guy. I got you. I got you. Listen, the timer's up. It's 8 minutes. It's over with. I'm sorry if you didn't book a call yet. If you didn't lock in the campaign yet, you didn't enter the contest, but you still have everything else. I love you guys. Signing out. Let's go.